Hello, this is Greg from SharePoint Maven, and in this video I would like to show you how you can easily import a CSV file into SharePoint list. Let me explain to you what I'm talking about. So I have this list of issues, IT log, maintained in CSV. So you have a few columns, we have a few columns and few rows of information in our issues log. I want this list now to be residing on this SharePoint site and essentially presented as a SharePoint list. Now, typically when we create lists on SharePoint sites, we have all these different options how we're going to create the list. And the most common one, of course, is the ability to create lists from scratch. But the problem with this option is that you first pretty much you have to do everything manually. You have to define all the columns all over again, and then you also have to do a secondary step, copy paste the rows, the information from your file to a SharePoint list. Luckily, we don't need to do that. There is a way, there is an option for us to literally just import the CSV file into SharePoint list, and it builds the columns and imports the data pretty much with one click. So let's do this. So once again, I have this CSV file right here. It's an IT issues log with a few columns, and I want it to be residing on this site. This happens to be an IT, department site, communication site, and I want this issues log to be residing on this site. So we obviously go new list. And once again, we have all these options. One of the options is called import from CSV. That's exactly what we're going to choose. And we are going to upload the file. So here we go. We just choose the file we're going to upload. Now, I don't know if you try to import Excel files in the past, you probably remember that when you try to import an Excel document, that's the one not with the CSV extension, but the one with XLSX extension. It's asking you to format Excel document, format it as a table, so you have to do that extra step. We don't need to do it with CSV file. All right, CSV file, it just takes it as is, and you don't need to do any upfront formatting. And now, just like with import to Excel, we pretty much have to map all the columns. Now, the title column, all right, remember, because it's a list, the title column, the list has to have one column. So we have to choose one of the columns that will be the title column. And you know what? I think it makes sense. This is like a brief description of the issue. Let's leave it as a title, column. And for this ID, we can choose, I guess, single line of text. For priority, I'm going to say choice, right? I want it to be a drop down, obviously. And for status, yeah, let's do the same. We are going to say choice again because it's either open, resolved, in progress, etc. And for this one, assign to, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to say do not import. Why? Because I want to assign this to kind of actual employees, and I'm going to manually create assigned to column and point it to the essentially person group. Now I can actually do that, but the problem is if the names listed on in this column do not match the ones that are residing in Active Directory, Employee Directory, then we're going to get a mismatch. So I really don't want that. I'm going to do it manually. But that's actually a good thing I want to show you. You don't need to import all the columns that you have on the list, maybe just a few, so you can actually designate and say do not import. So, all right, let's do that. Click Next. And I'm going to give it a name, just like that. All right, and we are going to click create. And at this point, it's creating the list. It's actually doing a few steps. It's creating a list, but then it's also importing the data. And here is the result. So all the columns, just like that, created. Now, I want to show you a few more things. So remember, I did not import this assigned to column. I'm going to actually fix that right now. You can just assign, person type of column. We're going to create a new column called assign to. And this way, I can now manually kind of fill it out instead of just importing the data, which could be wrong, right, with all the different spellings of the name. One other thing, last thing I want to show you is this, and this is kind of annoying. Remember how we imported these two columns as, let me just expand a little bit more, zoom in. So remember those two columns, they were choice columns, right? So unfortunately, even though it imports it as a choice column, um, it doesn't actually automatically, it does not add the values. All right, so you have to actually then, after you do the import, manually, so for example, I need to type them all in just like they, pretty much appear in my list. That's a bit annoying. I'm not actually sure why this is the case, but that's what it is. And I think I got them all. But now, if let's say somebody tries to add a new, essentially add a new entry to the list, they will be prompted with this drop-down choice I just created. That's not the case. You see, remember the status column was also the choice column. It doesn't actually give me anything to choose from. The reason is because you have to kind of do this manual cleanup after that. All right. But the good thing is the majority, the bulk work, has been done. The list, the columns have been created, and most importantly, the data has been imported. All right. So I don't need to, copy paste, etc., etc. Right. So that's pretty much all I wanted to cover in this video. Hopefully you found it useful and informative. As always, happy to see you on my blog, SharePointMaven.com, as well as my YouTube channel. Goodbye.